It is no more a thing of doubt that the tides and trends of our time is giving birth to a wide range of desperate ventures. The top in the list of these desperate ventures is the chase, the pursuit for attention, more viewership, and more traffic. Most people are looking for and leveraging on the publicity they can generate to use for power and wealth. That Edochie should and is exploring this line should not be a thing of doubt since he is already in the entertainment industry. But the extent he is going to achieve his aim is what is questionable and deplorable. First of all, out of the blues, he floated an unrealistic political ambition by publicly stating that he is contesting for not just any other political position that will take him to the top, but the highest political position in Nigeria, being the seat of the president of the country. Everybody knew that it was an unrealistic dream for an actor or a movie director to jump into the seat of the president of Nigeria, but they indulged him. People indulged him. The fact that he made this public gave him a degree of popularity outside his normal audienceship. As he was enjoying this, he discovered the power of floating outrageous comments, outrageous statements, and outrageous actions in the face of the public. It gave him attention, it gave him traction, it gave him publicity, it drew traffic to him, and traffic intoxicated him. He felt the power when his long-kept secret of an adulterous life with Judy Austin and the birth of his son by her was being revealed by Gist Lover. He had already discovered that whatever happens, any kind of publicity is a gain. So he decided to use his adulterous escapades as one of his means of stoking or fanning the embers or the flame of the publicity he is already enjoying. Edochie made it public, expecting the uproar. He wanted to gain more notoriety and popularity from another venture, so he maximized the use of this opportunity by releasing this in a way that it would be as shocking or even more shocking than its predecessor, his presidential ambition. So he broke the news to the public of his second marriage and the birth of his child. Guys, please be patient with me. Follow me, I'm heading somewhere. The public outrage was a welcome development so long as he is gaining and getting what he wanted, which is publicity, attention, traction and traffic. He was not interested in the people that was hurt by his action. His primary focus was on how much he could make from such notoriety, from such public outrage. And so long as he is getting the cash, the traffic, the viewership, he was feeling okay. But what he did not count on was how the outrage will swiftly change the tide of things in a way that it will favor his wife, the victim, the one he least expected to rise, having overestimated himself and undermined her for years. So, as the public outrage continues growing and mounting as infernal, Yul, being a typical astute businessman who has his eyes focused on the profit margin and nothing else, decided to exploit and explore this public outrage and reactions by producing a movie. All he wanted was to cash in as much as he can from the public outrage. That is the bottom line. That is the reason he doesn't care whether it hurts the wife's image, whether it hurts the wife's feelings, whether it hurts the children's feelings. So long as there is money coming in, that is the bottom line, and that justifies whatever means he felt he is using to get it. Desperate Judy Austin found a kindred spirit in Edochie when she found out that their alliance is producing public outrage and viewership, and there is an opportunity in notoriety. So she jumped into the bandwagon and is ready to do anything so long as there is a commensurate financial reward. Every action Edochie has taken ever since this saga started has been calculatedly stated or made with the intention of triggering public outrage, of causing more responses, more comments, more views, more traffic. All he is after is to generate enough traffic that will keep his name on the Bunsen burner in a way that he can cash in on it, and it doesn't matter who gets hurt. Guys, today we are witnessing another antics, a trick he is deploring to attract more attention to himself by this particular movie that is floating around on the internet, The Second Wife. This is a very, very strategic move on his part. The title of the movie is very, very apt. It is carefully selected and chosen for the primary and singular purpose of causing the uproar that it is causing today. As people click in to watch, Edochie is congratulating himself that he has achieved his aim. As his wife may be one way or the other crying about it, one way or the other affected about it. If it is truly a publicity stunt, I don't think that will be Edochie's primary concern. Many people think that Yul is doing this movie as an indirect way or a subtle way of sending a negative message to the wife, or a subtle way of painting his wife black before the public. But guys, what I see here is a vaulting, desperate ambition to get money, to get fame, and get power at the expense of the feelings of your loved ones, or the feelings, the concern, the welfare of anybody around you. The movie is not just a direct or subtle attack on Edochie. The movie is one out of the series of antics, tricks, and manipulations that Yul is deploying to attract attention to himself, to gain public approval, and then in one way or the other exploit the opportunity to make more money. Guys, with this type of spirit, intention, and desperation that is completely unmindful of the concerns, the feelings, the sentiments, and the welfare of your loved ones, the people that care about you, it is a very dangerous signal, a very dangerous sign for anybody to enter into a level of faith or trust with a man that can do anything just for money. Yul is an actor and a movie director. He can choose to produce a particular movie today, choose to shift its production till next few months, or even decide not to produce the movie at all, depending on his reason. So, by producing this particular movie, by naming this movie The Second Wife, by desperately trying to paint the first wife bad in this movie, and by publishing it at this point in time, I now understand that this man is not only seduced by Judy Austin, he was seduced by greed and vaulting ambition, a kind of desperate, obsessive ambition that is ready to sacrifice anything on the altar of wealth. So today, guys, as we watch this movie that in one way or the other made mockery or sent a subtle depreciating message against Edochie, I would like us to understand that Edochie and her children are just one out of so many people that are going to be sacrificed on the altar of Edochie's ambition. Judy Austin may think she has landed for herself a man because the notoriety is paying off. But guys, watch out when the tide is showing a sign of turning. A new version of this story will emerge, and Judy Austin will not be prepared for what will happen. So it should be understood that Edochie is not just trying to justify his taking a second wife by producing the movie. Edochie is sacrificing the image, the welfare, the concern, the feelings of his first wife on the altar of cash. Because guys, from what I can see, the movie is insensitively timed, insensitively arranged, and insensitively titled with the least regard of the tender feelings of his first wife. To him, it does not matter how the movie painted his first wife, so long as there is enough traffic, there is enough cash coming in through it. But guys, let's face the truth. Let's face reality here. It is a dirty game, a very dirty game. To use the condition you've put your family into, to use the pain you've caused your family, to exploit such an opportunity to make shallow cash is a really dirty game. I don't care. I don't give a thought to how much money may come through it. All I see is that it is not so much removed from the so-called blood money. Honorable men suffer shame so that their loved ones will not suffer shame. No honorable man will put his loved ones to shame just so that he will make a degree of gain. The whole selfish exercise is just an attempt, a feeble attempt to justify the need to take a second wife or the need to take a side chick. But guys, in reality, men don't cheat because their wives are quarrelsome. Men don't cheat because their wives are ugly. Men don't cheat because their wives are lazy, stubborn, or out of shape. Men cheat because they are cheaters. Men cheat because they can't control themselves. Men cheat because they are weak, they are insecure. Men don't cheat because of the actions of their wives. They cheat because of the weakness in their hearts. So my conclusion is categorical and direct. There is no justification, no matter how many movies that Edochie and his Judy Austin may bring up tomorrow. There is no justification, there is no act on the part of his wife, Edochie, that warranted, that necessitated, or instigated the need for taking a second wife. A Christian who took a second wife took the second wife because he is weak, greedy, and selfish. Simple and direct. He does not consider the feelings and the welfare of those around him as anything. My people, it is not a noble attribute to emulate. So those men out there thinking that, wow, May must have been a bad woman for Edochie to cheat on her and then come publicly to make a movie about it. Or that now you have a good reason to also pick for yourself a second wife or to keep side chicks. Look around you. There are 1,001 worse women that their husband has remained faithful. You may not often see these men because you work in the clique of cheaters like you. You may be living under the illusion that men like this don't exist because you feel your presence with men who will not chastise you for your wrong steps, who will not remind you of your conscience and how weak you are. Men who will not make you uncomfortable in your skin after visiting a side chick. You eat and dine and wine with men who derive pleasure in comparing their wives' faults because it gives them the boost to cheat. It serves as easy excuses to go after momentary pleasures. In their midst, you are not uncomfortable, rather you sharpen your skill of cheating and blaming your wives. There are so many women that have not the qualities, the beauty, the grace and the class of May, but their husband has remained faithful. So guys, no man or woman should be out there trying to justify or claim that it is because of one action or another by May that is propelling or forcing you to take the decision or the action that he took. Because the movie is manipulated by man, it will trend for a while and will later fade. But because Edochie is being uplifted by grace, she would trend and rise, even as more movies about her come and go. She will keep rising and will never fall. Here I stop, guys. Sorry for making it this long. I couldn't help myself. Please, what do you think? Let me hear your opinions as raw as they come in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, I beg of you, join this amazing family by hitting that subscribe button. Press the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Also, like and follow our G-Squatter page on Facebook for more. It's nice talking to you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.